Hello student. Today we are starting our new chapter and a new subject, Internet of Things, which is also abbreviated as a IoT. So first of all, we see some basics about the IoT. What is the IoT? What is the use of IoT? So what is a rational? IoT market is growing rapidly from install base of 30 billion device in a year 2020 and expected to grow up to 75 million devices by 2025. Okay, so IoT is a useful in many sectors like a consumer, commercial, infrastructure, health, industry, and military. Industry 4.0 is based on IoT. This course will provide the opportunity to student for contribution in a IoT application. So, this is a new subject which is included in your curriculum, and this type of course is a professional elective course. Okay, so this is a future topic of your field, Internet of Things, because IoT is a combination of internet. Also, there are some electronics things. Also, there are some electrical things. Okay, so need to know what is the IoT and what is its uses and what is its future. Okay, so let's start our first topic. First of all, we go through the syllabus. So you have a two lecture per week of IoT, and here our syllabus. In syllabus, topic 1 or chapter 1 is a introduction to IoT, introduction to Internet of Things. Okay, chapter number 2 is a embedded IoT device. Chapter number 3 is a IoT protocols. Chapter number 4 is IoT security and challenges, and chapter number 5 is IoT application and case study. Okay, so in first chapter, what we will study: IoT definition, IoT characteristics, what is a M2M and IoT, end-to-end IoT architecture, physical design of IoT, logical design of IoT. Okay, overview of IoT protocols, IoT levels, and deployment templates, challenges for IoT, interdependence of IoT and cloud computing and web of things. So let's start our first chapter. Unit 1, introduction of IoT. IoT comprises things that have a unique identities and connected to the internet. Okay, so this is the same thing as we discussed earlier. Definition: a dynamic global network infrastructure with the self-configuring capabilities based on standard and interoperable communication protocol, where physical and virtual things have identities, physical attributes and a virtual personality, and the use intelligent interference and the seamlessly integrated into the information network, often communicating data associated with the user and the environment. So don't need to muck up this word definition because this is not asked at anywhere. So only understand that what is the IoT. IoT, in its name, it suggests what suggests IoT, internet. So here we see internet is using. Here we use the internet and IoT of things. So we use some different type of things or different type of equipment, different type of machines to integrate with the internet and see some demonstrate of how we can control this device or a particular machine through the internet. Okay, so characteristics. uh, what is the characteristics? First one is a dynamic and self adapting. So now, what is a dynamic and self-adapting IoT device? And the system may have the capability to dynamically adapt with the challenging context and take the action based on their operating conditions. Okay, users context of sense environment. Okay, for example, the surveillance system is adapting itself based on the context and the changing condition. Okay, so dynamic, and it should be self adapting. Second one is a self configuring, allow, allowing a large number of devices to work together to provide a certain functionality. Okay, so in IoT, there are a large number of devices which are connected to the common hub or common gateway, and this gateway is ultimately connected to the internet. So we can control this large number of devices together individually or remotely. Okay, third is a interoperable communication protocols. Support a number of interoperable communication protocol and can communicate with other devices, also with the infrastructure. Fourth one is a unique identity. Each IoT device has a unique identity and unique identifier IP address. Okay, just like if in your college we see that there are number of computers and all computers are identified by their IP address. Okay, integrated into information network that allow them to communicate and exchange data with other device and system. So most important topic, what is the IoT and what is the application of IoT? So here we list some applications of IoT. First application is a home. In home we can use this IoT for home automation. In cities we can use this to get the cities, like if we want to collect the data of weather in particular city, so we can mount the weather station at particular city, and this weather station continuously gives the reading of temperature, humidity, and also some other type of data which are required to judge the weather. Okay, so we can install this weather station at various city, and this all the station weather station is connected to the internet, and it provides the data at particular site or at particular in database. Okay, it can as also the save the data on the database. Then environment same, just I said, weather station. Okay, energy, also we can use this IoT internet of things in an energy application. Retail, logistic, agriculture, industry, health and lifestyle. Okay, so these are the some application of IoT. Also we have a lot of application in we can see in a future. Okay, so these all are the applications. Now what is the physical design of IoT things in a IoT? Okay, so first, connectivity, how connectivity is provided. So all the IoT device have a USB host, and also it has a RJ45 and Ethernet. Okay, so for connectivity, if we want to connect physically, or we can say that if we want to code it primarily, because IoT device is a combination of the microprocessor and the electronic stuff. Okay, so first we have to code it and make as we want. Okay, so first, to code this IoT device we need a USB host. So by connecting to the computer, yeah, PC, yeah, laptop, we can code it easily. Okay, then we have RJ45 and Ethernet, because in IoT internet is a primary factor. So we so how we can connect to the internet, uh, in RJ45 or Ethernet cable, or nowadays we have a Wi-Fi. So every IoT device can also connect with the Wi-Fi. Okay, then we have a processor. This processor is also called is a microprocessor, in which we process what the coding stored in the memory, and what we want to work with this IoT device. Then we also have a audio video interface, HDMI 3.5 mm, radio jack, RCA video. So we can and this audio video interferences, we can see these features in Raspberry Pi. Okay, then we have a memory interface, 9 nor, because we want the logic. So we, if at any place we want a logic, or we want to store anything, like a code, our code, which is the main heart of this IoT device, then we can store in a memory interface, DDR1, DDR2, DDR3. Okay, then graphics also, these have a GPU. Okay, for a graphics, for a storage SD, MMC, and SDIO. Okay, for an input and output interference, this is the most important, because in without any input output we cannot work, because we process all the things in the CPU. But if we cannot give the output, and we cannot have a out sorry, if we cannot give the input and we cannot have a output, then what is the purpose of this IoT device? So we have a I input output interference, where how we can give the input by using the sensors, actuators, etc. So we what type of IoT interface, sorry, IO interface? UART, SPI, I2C, and CAN. These all interference you can see in a detail in a further chapters. Okay, the things in a IoT refers to the IoT device which have a unique identities and perform remote sensing, actuating, and monitoring capabilities. IoT device can exchange data with other connected device applications. It collects the data from the other device and process the data, and either locally or remotely. So it collects the data from where? From the sensor, and it process the data at where? In the CPU, at the processing unit, and then it gives the output. An IoT device may consist of several interfaces for communication to other devices, both wired and wireless. This includes the IO interface for sensors, interfaces for internet connectivity, memory, storage interface, audio and video interface. Okay, so what type of protocols? Now, second topic is IoT protocols. So link layer, what is a link layer? Protocols determine how data is physically sent over the network's physical layer or medium. Okay, so local network connect to which host is attached. Host on the same link can exchange data packets over the link layer using the link layer protocols. Okay, so here that okay, let me explain properly. We have one IoT device. Okay, sorry. Here I have one IoT device, and this is the internet. Okay, this is the internet. Okay, and this is the IoT device. Okay, now when we switch on this IoT device, First, it is connected to the internet. As we see, whenever we on our data pack, whenever we on the our data connection, then at some time it gets connected to the internet. So same in IoT device, whenever we switch on, we give the power to the IoT device, it gets connected to the internet first, then it make the link between the internet and IoT device. Okay, and how it can connect, you all know that whenever you want to connect with the Wi-Fi, then what is the requirement? You require a password of that Wi-Fi. Okay, so same in IoT device, we have to place this password within the code. Okay, whenever whenever I will teach the coding of the IoT device, of the ESP8266 and Raspberry Pi coding, then at that time I will teach how you can put this password within the code. Okay, so whenever we switch on the IoT device, according to the code, it give the password to the internet, to the Wi-Fi, so that if password is correct, then IoT device is connected to the internet. Now we have this link layer, okay, already developed with the internet. Now when we want to exchange the data, any type of data, okay, now host on the same link, read this sentence properly. Host on the same link access the data packets over the link layer using the link layer protocols. Now we require some protocols so that we can exchange the data packs. Okay, over the already link is formed. Okay, our IoT device is already connected with the our IoT device is already connected with the internet. Now, if we want to exchange the data packs, then we need some protocols, layer protocols. Then this link layer determines the how packets are coded and signaled by the hardware device over the medium to which host is attached. Okay, so we need the what we need, IoT protocols to action this data. Okay, this is the application layer. Then we have a transport layer and network layer, and then link layer. Okay, so we have a four type of layer. What we study? Link layer. So we have a four type. So whenever in exam you ask about the explain the link layer, then first of all write the two to three sentence about the link layer. Then say how many types of link layer. There are four type: application layer, transport layer, network layer, and link layer. What is the application layer? You already might know the HTTP. Okay, then we have more application layers like CoAP, WebSockets, MQTT, XMPP, DDS, AMQP. So these all names are for new for you, because you if you don't know anything about IoT, then these names are totally new for you. Okay, but we see in a next in our upcoming lectures and in upcoming chapters that what is the HTTP and how we can use in IoT, MQTT क्या है उसके कैसे use कर सकते हैं. Okay, then we have a transport layer, TCP and UDP. These are the transport, okay, where we transport our data. Then we have a network layer, IPv4, IPv6, and this is a 6 LOWPAN. Okay, so these are our network layer. Then we have a link layer. Okay, so if we have a Ethernet, then link layer is a 802.3. If we have a Wi-Fi, then 802.11. And if we have a Wi-Fi max, so these are all are the links layer. And if we have a cellular network, then 2G, 3G, and LTE. So these are the link layer. Okay, so in our upcoming lecture we see what is all this layer and how we can use this. So if you have any type of doubt related to subject, related to syllabus, so you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, thank you.